watching Two Button Crew,
your daily Nintendo fandom.
I'm Scott.
And I'm Ryan.
I'm honored to join Ryan to close out the 2 D-pad review series.
Yes.
With a review of the hardware.
Oh yeah.
This was a gift to you from your wonderful wife?
My lovely wife, yes, for Christmas.
Oh, excuse me. Not wonderful.
No.
For Christmas. Wow. Well, I'm impressed with her tracking this down.
Yep.
They're kind of rare these days, right?
Yep. I think her brother helped her.
Mm-hmm.
He's a little more tech savvy, and
oh yes,
he knows the eBays. So he helped her track that down. And it's one of those gifts where I just mentioned it a few times in passing, and she happened to grace me with its presence.
Very nice.
Yes.
Did you get all your games at one time, or have you been collecting since you got the console?
I got quite a few right away after that Christmas because I was pretty excited. So I used some of my Christmas money on it. Mm-hmm. But then I just slowly collected a few more after that.
Nice.
It came with Mario Tennis and the Galactic Pinball.
Okay, cool.
As a bundle,
So I got to try it out, and I liked it probably more than I thought I would. First impression that I got was the controller is actually really nice. Mm-hmm. If it had control sticks, it would probably be near perfect controller.
Yeah.
But as it is, and for the time that it came out, still very impressed. Mm-hmm. My favorite part is the trigger buttons. Kind of hard to describe, but they just feel really nice.
As well as you can see them on there. There's 2 little trigger buttons right on the back there.
Are there any buttons you could compare those to? I guess they might feel a little bit like GameCube shoulder buttons.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Or almost like the Z button on the back of the N64.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just on the far sides instead of in the middle.
Yeah. And it could very well be constructed a lot like the Z button because N64 came out 1 year later, right?
Yep, and I don't know how they went from this beautiful masterpiece to the N64 monstrosity. They're like, hey, I know it'll be great. Let's extend this bottom part of the Virtual Boy for the people with 3 hands.
Let's see. Next thing that I noticed was it would be nice if there was a head strap because you have to kind of hunch yourself into it.
Yep.
So not the best for the back, although I can't complain. I've already messed up my back all on my own.
Yep.
So. And
I have seen some people that disconnect it from this and just lay flat on the ground and lay it on their face and play it. So yeah. I guess that's always an option.
That's what that yoga pose was named after. It's the Virtual Boy sprawl.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep. And then it's got something akin to the 3DS 3D slider up on the top. You can adjust the depth a little bit.
Yep.
Next, I noticed that the picture is actually kind of set further within the mask than I would have thought. Mm-hmm. Good, nice illusion of depth. This uses mirrors, you said, instead of parallax.
Yes.
Effect.
Yep.
And do you think that contributes to some of the side effects, or what is it exactly about the Virtual Boy that people complain about?
I think it's mainly the 3D mixed with kind of the bright red color that it has is what mainly gives people the headaches, just seeing that one vibrant bright color.
Yeah. Because
when you think if someone had a laser pointer or laser tag and you're getting that constantly in the eyes, that's when you're like, Yeah. So if that's it's not nearly as intense as those, but when it's consistent, then your eyes are kind of bugging out a little bit.
And did you build up an immunity to these side effects?
I very well might have. No, because when I played golf, I was definitely feeling it more than other games. Mm-hmm. I know some of them you were playing, you felt it a little bit, but I think those I just didn't feel it as much.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I'd love to hear some more of your thoughts on the Virtual Boy. It's one of your favorites, right? Yeah. Like you said, I really love the controller. Mm-hmm. The battery situation is completely ridiculous. It does take 6 AA batteries to run and does not come with a wall adapter. That was completely sold separately when it came out, which is absolutely ridiculous. So you just take off the battery pack and pulling the wall adapter in there, probably. Yes. Yep. So that. Yep. It'll detach right on the back of the controller. So the whole console is powered through the controller. Yep. A little bit surprising. Yep. That's one thing. Actually, when I received it, it took me about 5 minutes to figure out how to get everything working. Yep. Because the game cartridge is actually going upside down into the
the system there.
Yeah.
Which was confusing.
And that means like the artwork is up.
Yeah, it's
so
facing up.
Completely counterintuitive to whatever you've done playing Game Boy.
Right, where normally when you put it down, you'd still see part of the artwork.
Yeah.
This, you do not. And then the on switch is actually on the controller. So I was busy flipping around the headset trying to find the on switch for this thing, and lo and behold, there it is.
IPD?
Yes. That's more for adjusting more of the 3D effect. But I really honestly didn't notice too much with that. I think that might be if one eye is kind of different than the other eye. Oh. You can turn it like left and right.
Like you have one like football eye and one round eye or something?
I think that's because I left it in the middle and I couldn't. I mean, I've messed with it a few times, but I haven't noticed too much.
Yeah.
One thing I will mention too is you said your wife had
astigmatism,
and she actually could see the 3D in this, whereas the 3DS she could not.
Not so much.
Okay.
Yeah. And people, I think, have varying levels of astigmatism problems.
Okay.
So hers is a little more minor. I think she can see the 3DS a little bit. But this was better.
Yep.
So we got to play some bowling together.
Yep.
I tried it, it is funny playing a game with someone because only one person can see it at a time.
Yeah, because I've never really honestly played the 2-player before.
Really?
Yeah, I mean with somebody else, so I didn't really think about that.
Did you just admit to playing 2-player mode by yourself?
Well, I tried it out for the review just to see like how it all worked out.
Possibly the loneliest sentence I've ever heard you say.
I played 2-player by myself.
Played 2-player with someone else.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Well, you had a great review series.
Thank you.
Enjoyed learning more about all the games. I was surprised at some of like the information, like the Metroid cameo in pinball. That was awesome. And then I also liked learning about how good Wario was. And it just makes me wish that these games were collected. So.
It's one thing that I really wish it would have continued so we could see where the games went on, because you could definitely tell the quality of the games did greatly improve as time went on.
Mm-hmm. So what do you say the chances are that the NX is like Virtual Boy 2?
0.
Okay.
And if it is, they're not going to call it the Virtual Boy 2 or
Virtual Man.
Anything.
Virtual.
That would be pretty funny, but I doubt it.
The Virtual Man is already a stand-up arcade cabinet, though.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So it would have to be the virtual
adult
middle-aged. Bro.
Virtual life crisis.
Yeah. So you want to score this thing, or do you just want to give it your blessing?
I'll give it my blessing.
Okay.
We'll give it my blessing. The overall console, the review score wouldn't be as high just because, like, the amount of games that came out, and there are quite a few stinkers. Mm-hmm. But I don't think that's necessarily the console's fault either. Mm-hmm. But the controller itself, I do think is honestly one of Nintendo's best controllers.
Yeah. All right. I'd like to give our viewers an experience that they may never have in their life. So here we go. There, you just put on a Virtual Boy.
Congratulations. It's not on because the controller's unplugged over here and there's no power switch on this thing.
Well, I hope that was as fun for everybody as it was for me. That's backwards.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. It goes in either way.
Scott did not break my Virtual Boy on the last day that I'm here.
That's a honker. I don't think it'll break. Yeah.
Thanks everyone for watching, and thank you for being part of the crew.
Absolutely. And be sure to check out our awesome t-shirts. We have this Virtual Boy t-shirt, so now that you've worn a Virtual Boy, you can represent.
Yes.
And show everybody how 3D and cool you are.
You can get that printed on a poster. You can get it printed on a phone case.
Yep.
Just depends on your level of nerdiness. You decide.
Absolutely.
You decide.
Myself, I think it goes really great with this red baseball tee.
Yes, I like that because you can choose the shirt.
If you don't like color, you can get it black sleeve.
If you can't decide between long sleeve or short sleeve, do like Ryan does.
Yep.
Just cut them right in the middle.
Perfect for almost any weather.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time.
Signing out.